What if I told you every month I want you to jump an inch higher? You could probably do that for 2 months, or maybe even 3 months if you're dedicated. Cheat a little bit with a different way to measure height, and maybe you could stretch that to 4 months. Push off with your arms because, nobody told you not to, and you can make these improvements over perhaps 5 months. After that, this effort to jump higher every month just becomes arbitrary, unrealistic, and oppressive. It encourages dishonesty. But what if I insisted it was your failure not to meet these improvement expectations? And that is how management fads like Six Sigma work. At first, anyone can find things that can be improved. Six Sigma provides a framework for organizing and implementing improvements. But what financially driven managers don't realize, because they're only checking the numbers, is when Six Sigma improvement programs transition from producing real improvements to being the equivalent of the way that people met their quota in Soviet 5-year plans so they don't get sent to a labor camp in Siberia. They don't see the reality behind the numbers. In companies where improvement programs like this are applied over and over, quarter after quarter, career management and the avoidance of bad consequences from badly applied management fads begins to dominate considerations. In other words, if your business is dysfunctional, virtue will get you nowhere. Indeed, some managers, especially in senior positions, use programs like this cynically. They know that Six Sigma breeds in-group, out-group dynamics and stops working after a few quarters, but by then they will have collected a fat bonus and moved on. It's easy to see how this kind of management destroys companies. Is there an approach to management that avoids these problems? Let's take a look in the next few videos at a concept called product-led growth. That sounds promising, even obvious, but let's take a look in detail and see if it can actually deliver.